This is Labs 8-3, Analyze Financial Statement Ratios. What I want to do here is I want to identify the questions, interested stakeholders of the firm need access to real-time accurate financial data. So I'm going to find that out. What I want to first do is open up my Google Drive, which is right here. I'm going to go ahead and go to this HTTP URL, and I'll be right back after I put it in. What I'm going to go ahead and do is type in this URL. I have it typed in right here. Let that load. Okay, I gotta check my. Try that one more time. I took out the S. I'm gonna come back when it is loaded. All right, I just had made a mistake with the spelling. I'm gonna go ahead and go to File, make a copy, and I'm gonna make a copy of this right here. It's gonna load for me. So here I am in my financial ratios. And the first thing we'll go ahead and do is I want to compare Tesla to General Motors. So, let me actually change it from 1 second. Oh, I'm actually on the wrong file. So I'm gonna do Tesla. Away. 2019. I'm gonna do Ford and General Motors. Press enter. I'm gonna go ahead and let that load. All right, 1 second. Going back in, I went ahead and capitalized these because everything wasn't showing up. But after doing so, here it is. This is General Motors. It's not showing up right now, but this is the correct data for Tesla, General Motors, and Ford. So I'm gonna go ahead and compare Ford, General Motors to Tesla and give a bit more background on the comparison between the two, or three companies. So in answering question 3, I can see here using the financing ratio that Tesla has a lower debt to equity than Ford and GM, and compared to Ford, it's a lot. It's almost twice the difference. I'd say Tesla's ratios have changed a lot in regards to the asset turnover, receivable turnover. The asset turnover, it's increased so much compared to 2017, but the receivables turnover has gone down significantly in the past 2 years. And compared to Tesla and Ford, compared to Ford and GM. Compared to the other companies, Tesla is the most liquid, which makes sense with the media, with the amount of people buying their cars these days. It's a lot more common to see. So as I can see here, comparing Tesla to Ford and General Motors, the current liabilities, short-term liabilities of Tesla is a lot lower compared to the other ones. That's really good. They're probably paying off their debt pretty quickly or not even accumulating too much, which is a great way they have managed to stay so low for the past 3 years. So as I can see here in profitability, their profit margin on sales is negative, which means that the cost of production has exceeded the total sales, but it can still make profit. And what else I see? As you can see, I had to make sure what I was saying is correct, but I wanted to get outside data. So for financing ratios, going back over this one more time, The ability to pay off long-term debts was shown here. Ford did a really good job at doing this, actually. And Tesla is struggling a little bit more compared to its market. And I'd say liquidity-wise, like we said before, they're very liquid. And as you want to be close to 1 here, and as you can see, they're beating their competitors very much. And that was question 6. And the last question I want to talk about is the dew point framework, which is here. Using the dew point framework outlines the components that affect return on equity as a combination of asset management and profitability. Using the dew point framework, it's obviously outlining the components that affect return on equity in combination with the asset management and profitability. So as I can see here, Tesla is a bit higher than Ford and GM in the asset turnover, which is good, but it could be better. And also what I want to talk about is, wow, the return on equity, that's very interesting, is in the negative. I wonder why. I would not expect that. And also, I see that equity multiplier, it's around the same for GM and Tesla, but Ford is higher. So this data is really interesting, and it's interesting to see this trend line too, to see when it increased a lot in 2018. I think social media had was really good when it comes to Tesla, and everybody was buying one. And I think it's kind of maybe died down a little bit more, and in some cases increased. And that is the end of Lab 8-3, analyzing financial statement ratios. Thank you.